I have with me today Katherine Tulich. Katherine is an Australian film journalist who now resides here in LA and covers the industry both in Australia and here. She's a correspondent for the LA Times and Washington Post, member of the Hollywood Foreign Press. Thank you for coming today.
Thank you for asking me. Pleasure to be here.
Oh, my pleasure. First thing I'm curious about is, right now in Hollywood, there's just this explosion of Australian actors. They're everywhere, and and they're just doing so well. There's such a demand. What do you attribute that to? I mean, it's not a huge country.
It's crazy, isn't it? I mean, there doesn't seem to be a movie or a TV show at the moment that doesn't have some Aussie in it. I'm surprised when there's not an Aussie in it. Well, I just think it's incredible. I think, obviously, because of the success of some of the people from the past, like the Russell Crowes, Mel Gibsons, or even going back further than that, a lot of Australians are coming here now. And I think one of the things is, with Aussies, we're a well-travelled race. And we're not afraid to get on a plane and just go over and have a go. I think that's one of the things Australians love to say, just have a go. Right. But I think that's one thing. I think, we obviously have good training with our actors over there. Some of them are experienced, some of them come here very experienced. Mm-hmm. Some of them just literally get off a plane and start from scratch here. And they've done that well. Anthony LaPaglia did not have any acting experience when he was in Australia. I think he was a footballer or something. Mm-hmm. Came here and did really well. Yeah. So you've got two strains now, the ones that have got an incredible movie career in Australia already, come over here, and then it's an easy transition. And then you get the others that are just like every other actor here. They're training, they're going to auditions, and they're doing really well as well. So it's just phenomenal how well people are doing. I think there's also a thing with Australians that, we don't have a big celebrity culture, so I think there's not this whole thing about fame. I think it is a kind of, they're working actors.
So you think actually there's not a huge concern, they're not coming here to say, let me become famous. They're just saying, let's have a go.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm probably not speaking I'm sure there's a lot that do want to be famous, but I think there is that element of we like to knock people in Australia, so you don't get too big for your boots. There's definitely that culture in Australia of, you don't. I always remember one of the first interviews I did with Hugh Jackman, and he actually he by then had gotten a fairly significant role here, I think like X-Men or something. Mm-hmm. And I said, oh, Hugh, it's great you got the part. And he said, oh, well, I guess they couldn't find anyone else. Well, I mean, that sort of self-mocking thing is kind of, you'll find that with Aussies. They don't try and make themselves out to be too great.